여기는 그 펜스테이트 유니버시티에 녹음 같은 거 할 수 있는 랩 같은 데예요. 나는 왜 이런 게 부럽지? 칠판. 이름이 쌤이고 선생님이니까 쌤쌤이죠. 쌤쌤이랑 같이. 저기 선생님 쌤쌤. 쌤쌤.
Make it private so people can't see that we're doing an interview.
It's okay, yeah. I just give up. There's nothing I can do about it, okay? 난 엄청 잘하는겨, 그지? No? Is it live streaming?
We are live. We are live
Really?
streaming to the world.
To the wall. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay.
There will be more than 700 people now, so you're English, but you're ready after yesterday.
This is MK show. This is my show,
This is your show.
not your show. Okay?
No, this
Okay.
is yours.
Then thanks very much.
It's many more
So I'm gonna lead you to my MK show, right?
as your guest.
자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 자, 박수. This is MK show. 자, 지금 우리가 되게 재밌는 게스트 한 분을 모셨거든요. 선생님 이름이 쌤이에요. 우리는 원래 쌤이라고 부르니까 쌤쌤이에요. 쌤쌤이 펜스테이트 유니버시티에서 BTS, 에이지안 쿨, BTS 막 이런 거에 대해서 얘기를 했는데 이분을 너무 만나고 싶어서 메일을 보냈더니 당장 와라 만나자. 아우 성격이 나랑 너무 비슷한 남자야. 너무 비슷해. 그래갖고 왔어요. 그래서 딱 만났는데 너무 멋진 사람. 어제도 강의에 들어갔는데 즉흥적으로 강의 같이 하자 그래갖고 막 20분 동안 땀 찔찔 흘리면서 강의하고 이 샘 선생님을 확실하게 알려드리기 위해서 오늘 이 자리에 모셨습니다.
Thank you. Thank you.
와. Wow. So could you introduce yourself a little bit? Because Korean viewer, they don't know about you.
So I have been at Penn State for almost 30 years in this town, in this place. It is one of the largest universities in the world.
But you look very young.
I started teaching when I was 23. And now my class, you were in class yesterday and you were absolutely fantastic. You know, I've had many visitors in my class, 700 students. It's the largest race and culture relations class in the world. I've had many people come into the class, and you are the only person who has ever been able to take control.
Really?
And not only entertain, but say really interesting things and really capture the imagination of students.
It was first time.
Yeah, first time.
It
was
great.
wonderful. Yeah, I was very impressed. The students were very impressed.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
I want to say that I would like to thank you for wonderful dinner yesterday.
Yeah, it was nice.
So your wife, Rory,
Lori. Yes.
Rory, she's very lovely. I think we're gonna, we can be great friends. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I would like that. She was very motivated by you in so
She
many ways.
motivated by
She woke
me?
up this morning and she said, I feel MK really had an impact on me. And so she really influenced me. And I'm going to, first off, learn the language I need to learn.
Oh my God!
In her case, it's Spanish. And I'm going to do some things. I feel like, I need to write some of my ideas down because she's a writer, but she is busy doing other things. So anyway, you had a really big impact on her.
Oh
This
my
is lovely.
goodness. I was motivational speaker in Korea. I was. But now
You
I am international motivational speaker.
Indeed. And Lori said this last night. She said, I can see if I was a woman in Korea, I would be following MK. And the reason is because you're very down to, in English, we say down to earth.
Down to earth.
Really,
Yeah.
who you are is you're just yourself. and you're exploring the world. And so you're doing what I'm doing. And so, yeah, if I was a woman in Korea, I would be your fan. I would be one of your big fans. So,
Wow.
well, this is what Lori said. Lori's an American woman. She said, okay, now I'm a fan of MK. So.
That's great. Yeah. You make me very emotional. No? So, oh my God. I'm going to share my what I think, my message to many people, not only Korean. Yeah, that's great. Then let's start this
give me some
interview.
questions.
Okay, the first question is dun 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 dun. Drrrr.
I will prepare. All right.
It's BTS.
BTS.
It's BTS, okay? So, your lecture, you were talking about Asian Cool and then BTS, yeah? So
I think
you said...
you can't talk about Asian cool without talking about BTS. Yeah.
Okay, so you said your lecture, you were a little bit upset about your student because you said, is there anybody here know about this guy, this number or this guy? And then few people like raised their hands that if you know about this guy, Korean boy band group BTS, then you can't be competitive with this global market.
Yeah.
Why do you?
So I'm a teacher, and my job is to open the minds of my students.
Okay.
And if I don't do that, if I don't get them to be better people tomorrow than they are today, then I have not done my job. And if I don't get them to open their minds to the world in new ways, so they see the world in more complicated ways, then I have not done my job. Only 4 or 5 of 750 students, more or less, on that day were in the classroom. And only about 4 or 5 people raised their hands and said, I've heard of BTS. And I think I'm failing as a teacher. It really bothers me because I think, how can you sit here and I'm supposed to teach you about the world and opening your eyes to the world and seeing things differently. And yet I haven't done that because it's very closed. You're all very closed. And so I think it bothered me because it's just disappointing.
Yeah.
To have my students think that they're advanced and they really understand the world and they're part of the world, and they're not.
What they are concerned about then?
They're just concerned about getting jobs. Their friends. Are they good enough? Are they smart enough?
Sad thing.
Their family. The same thing that every 20-year-old is concerned about. But the thing is, many of them, and most are Americans, and they think they're living in the most advanced country in the world, and they think they really understand the world, and they don't. And so my job is to inform them.
Open their mind.
Open their minds.
Then look at another direction. They never had seen that before.
Really, it was, I think at that time, and that was a day after BTS broke the record for downloads in a 24-hour period. The previous record was Taylor Swift. So every one of my students knew who Taylor Swift was. Nobody knew who BTS was. And they broke the record. This is profound. And my students, they want to be part of the world. And I say, you're not part of the world. You live in a very small cave. And you don't even know it. And so my job is to do that.
Then if this is the global market, this is the global world right now, then if we want to become a part of this global world, then what should we do?
I think the first thing that I tell people is start reading about other places in the world. So go to websites from different countries, even if you don't read the language. It doesn't matter, right? I go to Russian websites. I go to Russian news, and I watch the news, or I just look at the websites, and I just really try to immerse myself as much as I can. And I don't speak Russian, and I don't read Russian, but I go there and I imagine myself as a person who is Russian, or I go to Chinese websites, or I go to Korean websites.
That's interesting.
Or I listen, I listen to K-pop in songs that are in Korean and I don't understand them, but I take my mind and my body into that place.
Like as a Korean.
As a Korean, you don't just watch the parts of, the popular culture from the United States. Actually go to places, go to websites or watch videos that show average people and just imagine yourself in that place. I think that's the biggest thing. It gives us a confidence,
That's what I do when I'm giving a speech in English.
Yeah.
And I can imagine that myself American.
Yes.
Like as an American.
Yes.
As an American.
Which you did yesterday.
Yeah. So when did your interest about Korean first start?
When I first started to realize how the Korean economy had blown open. So, this is 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
Right.
When Hyundai went from a car that nobody would ever buy in the United States. And I will never forget when it went to one of the most highly rated cars in the US. And I said, wait, what just happened? Because this is a company that can't make a car. And 6 years later, they're making one of the best cars, like Honda or Nissan. And I said, now we have Hyundai. And I said, what's this Hyundai? This is a terrible car. And it's not. And then I said, okay, what's going on in Korea? What's happening? Okay. Same with LG, same with Samsung. People wouldn't buy LG washing machines.
Yeah, washing machine.
Refrigerator. You don't buy LG. This is bad. And then suddenly, you buy LG. This is quality. And then I say,
kind of a rising star.
Rising star. So I say, okay, what is happening in Korea that I need to know about? I'm a sociologist.
Yeah.
I study the world. My job is to teach my students what is happening in the world. And so I then need to understand Korea. I can't understand the world if I don't study Korea. So then I started reading more about Korea. So I started reading about how the industries in Korea were organized. And then I say, oh, okay, what did they do? And then suddenly now making computers and everything Koreans were doing, they were at first not doing really well, but then suddenly everything they did was quality.
Yeah,
and I thought,
that's right.
Oh, man. So, if I'm not paying attention to that, then I'm a really bad sociologist. So I saw that I have to pay attention. Next question.
Next keyword is about love.
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 Whoa.
Love for...
This is more difficult than BTS.
Yeah, right. Okay, love...
It's more complicated.
For students.
Yeah.
Students, yes. Yeah. While I was listening to your class lecture yesterday, I felt you really love your students. You are always concerning about your students. That's why you were yelling and then jumping around your classroom. So you really wanted to share your message. Your student to change their mind or change their perspective. So, what do you think?
So I don't want my students to think like I think about anything.
Okay.
So maybe politics or social issues or anything. Each student who comes into my path has their own destiny.
Okay.
And they have to develop their own way of thinking and their own way of seeing the world. It's very much like all of your fans and the people who follow you. Each one reads your books or they watch your videos and they take something different from it.
Yeah, right.
And this is important. And you can't determine what those things are that they take.
You must go with your own path, your own thinking. Yeah, right.
And so that's how it is with my students. But when I was 21 years old, I was really lost. And I was taking classes, but I was a musician, so I wanted to be a rock star. But I was lost.
You still have your rock soul. Yeah.
I do. It's still in me. Yeah. I still want to be. Yeah. Just without the music.
Rock and roll professor. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So I had a moment when I was, actually I was 20. And one day I woke up And one day I said, you know what? I really want to open my mind to the world. And everything changed. I stopped playing music. I stopped working. I enrolled in classes
It
that
just
were really
suddenly dawned on
just
you?
just like that.
Oh my God.
Just came to me.
Oh my God.
It really was one moment. And I said, I don't have to remain blind or ignorant of the world. I don't have to remain closed, like this. Right? I don't have to live in a box. I actually could understand the world. And so I started a journey to understand the world. And when I'm teaching to those students, just like I was, who are really lost. They want to know. They could know so many things. It will take years, it takes many years. But if they just got serious about life and asking questions, they could have such amazing lives.
Yeah.
And so that's who I speak to. And when I look into the room, I see myself, 700, 800 times.
Yeah, there are many.
So I'm teaching to me.
Many pure soul
Yeah.
young men.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're 18, 19. Yeah.
And I want what's best for them. Because, if they're a better person tomorrow, if they're more open, if they're more interested, more excited about being alive tomorrow than they are today, then the world is a better place. This is like you. If someone reads your book, one of your books, about being motivated and about really making their lives more interesting, if they do that, all of the world is a better place, is better. Not just that person, not just their family, not just their friends, but all of Korea and then all of the world. And so that's how it is for me. So my shirt. So we can see what the shirt says. Can you see it?
Vulnerability is the.
So say this in Korean.
그러니까 뭔가 부족하고 취약한 게 굉장히 쿨한 거다라는 뜻인데, right? 그렇지?
Okay, so dope is cool.
Cool.
Means cool.
Yeah, dope.
The reason I think this has value is because what you and I are asking people to do is to go inward. First off, to say, hey, I don't know some things. There are many things about the world I don't know, and there are many things about myself that I don't know. And when we say there are things about myself that I don't know, that's the inner journey. It makes us very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because it means that it's very difficult to admit that we don't know things about ourselves. But you don't begin the journey of transformation, the journey that you are teaching, right? You don't begin that journey without vulnerability. That's where it begins.
Okay.
And so it starts inside, and then we say, okay, I'm going to admit that I don't know, but I'm going to say that I really want to know. But always with the idea that maybe I won't reach where I think I want to be.
Okay.
But I say, as Dr. Sam Richards, vulnerability is dope.
Dope. Yeah.
Vulnerability is really cool.
Yeah, that's great. That's great concept. 빵! 샘 교수님께서는 내년에 한국에 오실 겁니다. 제가 초대해서 정말 멋있는 세미나를 열면 정말 좋을 것 같아요. 여러분들 정말 한국에 대해서 다른 시각으로 우리가 보지 못하는 진짜 장점들, 그리고 우리가 자랑스럽게 생각해야 되는 거, 한국이 가지고 있는 진짜 가치, 그 밸류에 대해서 얘기한다 그러면 얼마나 좋을까 생각만 해도. 그리고 아마 샘 교수님을 보면서 느낀 제일 좋은 거 뭐냐, 사람이 좋아요. I said the most important thing is the nice. Then you are very nice. You are smart. You are the professor. You are the really great professor in this university. It is nothing. The most important thing is being nice.
Yeah.
So you are so nice. That's why, I really like you and your wife.
Yeah,
Your all staffs. Human being. It is important.
You know, the best thing you could say to me was that I'm nice.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
오케이. 오늘 이렇게 샘 교수님과 함께 얘기를 나눴는데 여러분 어떠세요? 아우 저는 너무너무 좋았습니다. 우리 한국에 계시는 많은 분들, 전 세계에서 이걸 보시는 분들, 샘 교수님 그 SOC 119 그 클래스도 여러분 가서 많이 please subscribe. 구독해 주시고요. 저희 MKTV도 구독해 주시고요. 항상 샘 선생님과 저는 선생님으로서 좋은 인생을 열심히 멘토처럼 살아가기로 한 것 같아요. 둘이 얘기를 나누면서 참 좋았습니다. 여러분 고맙습니다. 그러면 다음 시간에 또 뵙겠습니다. 샘. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you very much.